All right. Well, this would be a good time to grab your drinks, grab your snacks, whatever it is you're gonna be grabbing, and then we'll
You
wait
know what
for
I'm grabbing.
perfect. We'll wait for McDump to start
Wait,
recording.
are we recording? Because you need to do that again, Matthew. That needs to be in the recording.
No, it's already
Yeah, that
in
should
there.
open. That should
That should be
open
the
the
opener.
recording.
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic.
Your intro.
That's your catchphrase. That's how you start them all.
Nice. I don't remember
Know
my old
what I'm
catchphrase. Was it butthole?
It's
It was
McDump's
butthole.
world.
Yeah.
No, you're right. It was butt.
That was a
Was
good
it
That can be what you say right after you yell. You know what I'm grabbing.
butthole. My mom's
That's how
gonna
you
love
gotta
this
do
one.
You gotta have somebody else set you up for it with the. Oh, what are you grabbing?
No, well, RM does his
Uh-huh.
thing.
I
RM
like
does his
it,
nice,
yeah.
really nice. Hey guys, go grab your snacks or whatever else you need to grab, and then Matthew just goes in.
Butthole.
I agree.
Yeah, just
That's fine too. You could just toss it
straight
in
to
every
butthole.
like minute or two. Yeah.
Oh yeah, pepper it in throughout the whole session.
Could be
Throughout
like
the
a
hole. Haha.
call response, like Rocky Horror. Well, you know what I'm grabbing. Crowd goes butthole.
Crowd goes butthole.
Yeah, I gotta be
I-
streaming for that.
Yeah, the chat would absolutely yell it.
Nice.
What emoji is the closest to butthole?
No,
It's just
no.
a star,
Asterisk.
like
I
the
think.
asterisk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that thing.
Look at that thing.
Yeah, look at it.
No, I don't want to.
We're off to a great start. Well,
Yeah, so segue out of that one.
Yeah.
yeah, no segue. I'm just gonna go hop right into
Mr.
it here.
DM, good
Who
luck.
would like to recap what happened last time as our heroes were sneaking past Van Pelt's trapped backyard into the junkyard?
Mason loves recapping.
Mason does love recapping.
That is true.
Mason's on painkillers. Mason shouldn't have to recap.
Mason should
That's a
definitely
fair
recap.
That's way better.
I'm way too dizzy to read all this stuff. Sorry, guys.
It's just pictures, man.
I can't do it.
Also, your cast picture makes you look like you have a amputated foot.
It does look like
It
you
does.
lost your foot.
It really does look amputated.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I'll give you guys some more up-to-date pictures. That'll be what I do while someone recaps.
Alright, so we start off in a junkyard where a preppy punk gambler man falls from the sky. And while he says he only has one tattoo, we can all clearly see that he's covered in tattoos. And after explaining virtually nothing to him, we convince him to walk with us to Dr. Ibsen's factory. Dr. Ibsen gives us a handful of warnings, telling us to not be there. Does anyone remember how we convinced him to give us a minute?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
the
got.
rumble shake.
Yeah, and Tony getting extremely lucky on directly addressing
Okay,
him
that's right.
and telling him
Yeah.
what was going on in the game.
Is that some
Right.
breakfast in bed treatment?
Yeah. Oh.
Well, the couch, but yeah. Continue, Matthew.
So, Dr. Ibsen or Ibsen?
Ibsen.
Dr. Ibsen's invested in this rumble shake, thinks it's some sort of experimental tech. And we get let in. We get served some food, a small tour. I guess in reverse order. Get a small tour, get served some food. We do some gambling after dinner.
With some loaded dice.
Yeah, loaded dice that he doesn't catch on to, thankfully, even though he is suspicious. We win a tour with this game that we're playing. And when we are on this tour, we see some dice floating in the air. That was our goal. So, Penner notices some loose nut and asked to investigate it, and the guy's like, "No, I told you don't touch anything." And so Pinner starts arguing. Candelabra.
Wait, who's this Pinner guy?
Oh yeah.
Lift Lord.
Lift
Lord.
Lord. Yeah, the
Lord.
easy one to
Lord.
remember. Lift Lord starts arguing with Ibsen. And while they're arguing, Candelabra swings a big club at Ibsen, and I try to get in the way, but he just keeps on swinging, so I duck out of the way, and he misses. And during all that commotion, Tony grabs Judica's hand, I think, is how it went, and then I grab and we daisy chain, touch the dice, and the dice do their thing. I don't remember what they say, so I guess
I got it. From the shadows, 8 legs creep, with fangs to bite and webs to keep.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, I forgot about all these pictures I could be looking at. Yeah, so we read this. What triggers the upsetness? Why does he get upset?
Doesn't like that we rolled the dice.
Yes, by
No,
touching the
'cause he
dice.
didn't see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause, by touching the dice and rolling them, his machine, the battery powering his factory, um, the arcing with electrical current,
Right.
began to override and
Yeah.
malfunction after telling you all not to touch anything in his factory. At which point he sicked his robots on you.
Right. Yep. Where everyone besides Ethan gets away from smoothly. I moonwalk out of there, and Ethan takes some serious damage getting bear hugged. And then we're all out of the factory. We are leaving, and then I get a big harpoon to the face. And keep on walking. And I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's the
Just-
end.
Just a
think
casual
so.
harpoon to the face.
Yeah.
Correct. So you
Yeah.
you can add
You're
the
negative
harpoon to yes. You are currently at -1 wounds, heavily
Yeah.
wounded, critically wounded. When that harpoon to the face maybe took off an ear or shaved a bit of the side of your scalp, but you now have a harpoon.
Lucky me.
Look on the bright side.
And that's exactly where we're leaving off, as you guys are now out of the junkyard, in between Van Pelt's lodge and the very descriptive river.
that the
And it is
name?
getting close to it's getting close to nighttime in Jumanji. It has been some time since you've been out at night in Jumanji. Typically, you don't unless you really have to. You've had your tree fort for a while now. Tony Martingale, this is your first night in Jumanji, and as it's dusk, the sky is turning like a blood orange. Shadows are getting long. And a new set of creatures are starting to rustle in the foliage. And you are a ways off from the tree fort.
Yeah, would I have any idea how far of a ways off that is?
From the junkyard here, this is going to be at least a few hours trek.
Okay, and we'd have to go through like the river to get there.
If you're not going through the river, you're going to have to go through Fan Pelt's
Right.
front
You
yard.
gotta basically you have to do one thing or the other or whatever.
Just about.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Tony with the harpoon actively hanging out of my cheekbone. Don't worry, son. We're safe now. Ain't never died in Jumanji before.
A whole ass harpoon.
You've got a harpoon in your head, man. I don't know if we're that safe.
Look at the bright side, man. And I'll rip the harpoon out of my cheek. Look at this nice shiny harpoon we got. I'm a
Jesus
very
Christ.
optimistic Jamaican.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm glad you've got that harpoon.
I'll take first watch. We head into the river, we go into Van Pelt's.
Well, you guys said that Van Pelt tried to kill you earlier, right?
I'm invincible.
Speaking of, hey, Dante, is it cool if I wrap up that part of your face real quick? It's bleeding pretty bad, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Give me a wrap.
I'm gonna go over and just like use like our basic first aid, which I imagine is just like old cloths, and just wrap it over his face, and hopefully
Yeah.
stops the bleeding a
I'll
bit.
hand you a small amount of the remaining ethanol that I have.
This is gonna burn. Sorry about it.
You just got some ethanol on you. Oh, that's right. You picked some
I
up in
picked
the
it up
junkyard.
and
That's right.
yeah, and then I couldn't drink it because it was clearly ethanol.
Perfect. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So it stings. Stings like a bitch, Dante. But at the very least, you feel like you're not getting infected by some Jumanji bug this time from your gaping harpoon wound.
Do we?
I'm about to spam. Careful.
Oh, you're doing it.
I don't want Mason's face to be in this. Trying to protect your privacy, Mason. You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Fantastic. We can edit that out in post.
Yeah.
Matthew doesn't have posts yet.
I don't even know what post is.
It's just like your editing process before you
Editing.
upload the video.
Uh,
Post production.
oh.
So yes,
Not just posting the whole
this
fucking
won't,
few hours.
it doesn't regain any hit points, but it does. It's, gee, what is with this?
Man, that harpoon, you got more attractive.
Yeah.
Thanks,
just-
brother.
Is that your scar that you got?
I guess so.
Big scar.
That's a beautiful scar.
It got you like right at an angle. Fantastic.
I was
Got you
limboing.
twice above the eye and once below the eye.
I also love how your skin is just obsidian now.
Yeah, I love this onyx chain that you got over the tie. What a
Oh yeah,
what a
shoot.
statement.
That's pretty sick.
It is pretty cool. So yes, you are able to dress Dante's wounds, keeping it safe. You know that that's one of the largest dangers out here in Jumanji is just keeping things clean with all the mud, the bugs, the rot out here in the jungle. You find yourself now straddling the line between two dangerous locations. Dangerous in location is not even worth saying. Everything in Jumanji is dangerous.
Do we have any idea if, like, we know we've heard Van Pelt hunting during the day. Have we ever heard him hunting at night?
Yeah, there have been times. Van Pelt is not scared of the night. If
Okay.
anything, the creatures of Jumanji are scared of Van Pelt.
Follow-up question. Would we have ever, like, basically, since I myself, Ethan, knows he's part of the game,
Hmm.
would we have ever pieced together if he, like, does a normal, like any of the NPCs do, like, normal human routines of
Oh,
sleeping?
yeah,
Or are they just
certainly.
always awake? Or
No, they definitely have certain scripts and patterns. They do sleep. They do have periods of rest.
Okay.
And oftentimes Van Pelt and some of these other humanoid NPCs, even the Manji, do sleep.
Gotcha. Yeah, guys, we might get lucky and Van Pelt might be asleep. Otherwise, we have the river, and I don't think that's a great idea to try to cross at night, so it might just be best to find us some trees and try to hide in them till we can get some actual daylight.
Yes,
Wait a minute, you guys don't have a place you stay at night?
We do, but it's like at least 6 to 8 hours away. And
Fuck.
it's on the other side of a river or
6
Hunter
to 8. No,
Lodge.
I mean it took you maybe 3 to 4 to get to the Caldera
Hey,
from the
just
tree
kidding.
fort. So
It's at
yeah,
least 3 to 4 hours away, pending any sort of disaster at the river or the lodge that we have to get through. We do have a
Uh,
fort, but if we try to go back for it, we'll at least spend a couple hours of nighttime. And honestly, as long as I've been here, I haven't been out at night very much. I don't know what the hell's going on at night.
I'm
does,
following with you guys. I got no idea what the fuck's going on.
does this backyard wound cleaning do anything to heal me?
it sure does not.
Alright, sick. What if I
Unless
can I do like a 50-50 it heals or hurts?
Now, what
It was a whole bottle of ethanol.
what
if that helps.
Candelabra can do, if Candelabra has the medicine skill, could roll medicine.
Oh, I almost certainly don't. Yeah, it was just more for flavor than
I don't
game
think
impact.
anyone has the medicine skill.
Yeah, it was no actual game impact.
All right, man. Well, keep your dirty paws off me then. This
Too
isn't
late.
helping
You're,
at all.
you're already patched up, my guy. You let me do it. Yeah. I mean, so we could definitely hike through the night. Dante's wound's not that bad, and I don't love being this close to Dr. Ibsen's place or Van Pel's place. It might be more safe hiking through the night than camping out here, to be honest.
That everywhere is bad. Every option's bad. I don't want to do the river at night though, so let's get moving as quickly as we can. Try to get to the river and cross it before night falls, at the very least.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
All right,
Is-
I'm following you guys.
Yeah,
Going
set
to the
that
river
way.
then.
Does the river have any natural bridge or way to cross it, or is this like a
Or-
massive thing?
So bridges, there is a rickety ass wooden bridge. Sways with every breeze. And no matter how many planks seem to fall off from under it whenever you try to cross, by the next time you come around, it's got just enough planks to be considered crossable, but with some difficulty. There's a rickety bridge, and there is also a number of jutting stones that one could sort of hop and leap from. The river itself, you would know to be populated by piranhas, crocodiles, and hippos.
Yeah,
The bad combo.
piranha's not all that bad. The other two absolutely will eat us if they so desire to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the piranhas either.
Yeah, piranhas are scarier than they are. they're they're opportunistic. So like if you fall in and cut your arm or something, yeah, they might eat your arm, but they're not gonna eat you just being there.
What if you got a
Mm.
fresh harpoon wound to the face?
It might be enticing to say the least. Yeah, I'm not really excited about our river chances, but hey, it's what we got. So let's get it.
I think the rickety bridge is the play.
Because I am not hopping no rocks with the way my chest feels after our run-in with our friend.
I'll give Judica a big pat on the shoulder. Yeah, man, I crossed this rickety bridge every day back in the day. Don't you even sweat it, bruh.
Right.
And I'm gonna start bounding over to the bridge.
The man's got a
I'll
lot
follow.
of energy for someone
is
who's
going to
been
be-
shot in the face with a harpoon.
I'm feeling alive, bruh. I
Yeah.
just took a harpoon to the face after moonwalking out of that factory, you see.
You are. On
That
my
will be
way.
an agility test, my guy.
Oh, so are we at the bridge already?
I mean, yeah, you guys had done your escape from the junkyard, and you were already at like the crossroad.
All right, listen. If you're going first, take this rope with you, tie it to something on the other side.
I am going to fate point.
Very well.
Hey, I just realized I'm a strong swimmer. Is it the same?
Oh
same
my god, that
roll
is
there?
the third 9 I've got.
That's a D10. Oh,
The
yeah,
10.
yeah, that's right. To
Because I
save,
did a-
yes,
uh-huh.
right.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
It's just
Yeah,
a
he's
thing
got
I
lucky
get.
on reusing fate points. Okay, make
that
another.
was the thing.
There you go.
Hey, yo.
With a
Nice
4
roll.
out of 42, taking the rope that Judica gave you, you are able to walk, spring across the bridge with this rope.
Tie it to something heavy on that side, and we'll come across. Extra point of contact in case somebody falls.
And sure enough, there's plenty of trees, rocks, and other fixings. I mean, the bridge pole itself at the tail end that you'd be able to fix. And there's now a rope kind of dangling, sort of like at chest height, across the length of the bridge, giving anybody who's using the bridge a +10 to their agility roll to cross it.
Yeah, I'm
Wait.
just gonna be the other anchor point while the first two get across. Like I'll hold it on the other side.
Hey, why don't we just tie it up on this side? That way we have a permanent rope here.
Do things last permanently?
They can with upkeep. For instance, your tree fort manages to stay more or less constant because you're generally there at least every day or every other day.
All right. Yeah, because I would have figured at some point I
If,
would
if
have set
things are
like
left
animal traps or
right,
something. That
if things are left kind of on their own for too long, the Jumanji sort of takes it back.
that's all right. Yeah, sure. I'll tie it off on this side as well, and it'll at least be temporarily a permanent thing.
Yeah.
Temporarily
Right.
permanent.
You're crossing.
I'm gonna look at that water before I cross.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay, sure. Actually, look at the water. Um, yeah, for sure.
You just mean contemplate if you wanted to use your swimming
I
skill.
did, yes, but instead I will look at the water.
Looking at that water, it sure is water. If there's one thing to be said, there's no pollution really in Jumanji.
Mhm.
Even being this close to the
Wow.
junkyard,
Right from the factory.
yeah, and right next to the factory, the natural just state of the board of the game keeps these waters crystalline. And so you've got pretty good visibility here, even with the limited light that's around. And you can see that tonight in this stretch near the bridge, uh, near the rope bridge, that is, not the much fancier, sturdy bridge by the waterfall on the map. There is a lone crocodile. It is currently observing with its eyes. It is for other purposes. If you were just kind of looking around, looks indistinguishable from like a kind of like a log, just sort of sunk, near like the low bottoms of this river.
Okay. Do I think that I could position myself to swim pretty far away from this guy, maybe giving it a harder chance to catch up to me?
Yeah, I mean, you feel pretty confident. It's not like a rapid, but it does move at a pretty good pace.
Mhm.
But you're a good swimmer, probably the fastest swimmer in your platoon.
I'm
Back
going for
Maybe.
the I'm going for the bridge because I don't want to have anyone jump in after me, but I think this is a massive mistake.
very fair.
So
This will be
plus 10 with that rope. Let's see how it goes.
Bad is your agility.
Hey, not too bad actually. Got a good roll.
yeah. So it's a little it's a little wobbly. You almost lose your footing here and there, but that rope just giving you something to hold on to. Yeah, that's a pretty good description of what's going on here. It's pretty good. That's pretty nice.
Be a lot easier if you took your hands off your
Looking
AK
like
for a
a
second.
jacked Rambo. I mean, look at the state of this man.
No time for losing the AK. We're trying to cross a bridge.
I mean, that's a
Mhm.
great picture in general. That's like you can put that on a coffee can.
Coffee can.
I'll follow. I'll follow after.
Yeah,
Whew.
right. Yeah, and with
All
a
right,
plus
boys.
10, yep, you are across, leaving only Judica at the tail
Glad
end
you
there.
all
As
got
as
across.
Lift Lord, of course, makes it effortlessly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course.
Lift forward on that bridge. That's going to be easy.
Yeah.
Judica, are you taking
Yep.
that roll?
Yep. Yep.
Are you taking that roll?
There we go.
All right. 2 fate points down with 1 remaining. You
It turns into that old suspension bridge from the 20s that's
I
just
I
rocking back
love
and
the
forth.
disco ball necklace.
Oh, I like the disco ball mic.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like
the
The
it.
mic,
disco ball
yeah.
mic is that's good. Looking a lot more like a 50, 60-year-old guy in some of these.
The second one, you look like a zombie.
Harpoon to the face ages a man. All right.
That it does, yeah.
It also adds gold lace jewelry through your face skin. Everyone knows
Yeah.
that.
The third one there, you look like you're doing the Carlton dance from
Sure.
the
It's
dude.
not
Yeah.
unusual to
Yeah,
be
that one.
loved by anyone.
The little
Good
snapping
luck.
dance.
That's what I was doing as I crossed the bridge.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And so Judica, he wobbles a little bit here and there. It looks like he's about to like drop in at some point. So you can see the crocodile is like eyeing very carefully, slowly, sort of maneuvering over. It's nice. Yeah, that's good.
That's a good one.
But as you make it across, the crocodile quickly loses interest. Not interested in a meal on the dry land. And with that, you are able to cross over the. It's a pretty wide river. But you're able to cross over it, placing you closer towards between the Howling Gorge, the waterfall, and King Tree.
Oh shoot, I've heard about this Howling Gorge.
Oh yeah.
Yep, let me scroll up a lot.
my my Fortunately, my memory doesn't do so good. I couldn't remember anything on the Howling Gorge.
Oh, I've remembered there's a search function and it's so much easier.
Yeah, that's what I I did try that, except it came up with no results.
This is what I remember about the Howling Gorge.
Oh,
And I
nice.
remember someone telling me all about it. It's a vast canyon where the wind produces eerie howls echoing throughout the cliffs. They talk about ancient carvings on the canyon walls that tell a story of some old magic that used to be there. An ominous place, no doubt.
I don't know. That sounds better than where we just were to me.
Well, the other option is back to King Tree, who, as we know, is not the most friendly to us right now.
Well, I don't know what any of that means, but I picked the gorge.
We do have a recent history with King Tree, although fire did seem to help.
But hugs
And
don't, so don't try to hug it, man.
don't hug the tree. That's a bad idea.
Good advice. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. I, Gorge. If we stay on the one side of it, great. If we don't, I don't have a rope. I don't know how we're getting across it.
You didn't pack a rope, man.
Well, I think you
We literally
could
just
take
used the rope that I packed.
You didn't pack more than one, huh?
My backpack's only so big, dude.
You really let us down, Judica.
I could have either brought the food we ate for lunch or a second rope. Which did you want?
Second rope!
Oh, my
Well,
bad. I'll remember that for next time.
the good news is we clearly specified we all brought our ropes with us earlier, so hey, Judica, we can use one of our ropes.
Oh, okay, cool, guys.
If you remember, Dante used his rope during the sand trap area.
uh, um, I don't know. I guess we've already done the tree once. It seems like a safe bet. Man, my Jamaican accent's just getting worse and worse.
Well, let's do it then. I think
Never-
the tree's scary at night, but I don't want to mess with any magic tonight for sure.
Yeah, that sounds fine. And
All
we at least
right.
have a plan towards
The
what to
cave
do
sounds
if.
comfortable, but it makes me nervous. Thinking how comfortable it could be.
Yeah, what do you mean by that, Dante?
What? Yeah, what?
We're not going to the cave.
No, let him go. Don't stop the Judica.
Oh, sorry,
Is that not one of our options? Oh no, it's not.
No.
Van Pelt. My mind be wondering, man.
Van Pelt.
That's understandable. You just tore a harpoon out of your face.
You're
We're-
coming down off that adrenaline high.
Our options are Howling and King Tree and Van Pelt, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's where we would have to go. One of those three.
King, your options currently passing the river is one could go back to Van Pelt's, Howling Gorge, King Tree, or Waterfall.
Or Waterfall. Okay, I forgot about Waterfall.
Yeah, and King Tree's right.
Yeah,
on the other
Arm,
side
how
of
much
it.
of this would I like? Would I have know any of this in any way? Would I have seen like the layout at all when I was falling?
Uh,
How much did I fall? You know.
Oh, I
sure.
showed you this literal exact map, by the way.
Oh,
this hand-drawn, nasty,
Yeah,
gross
this is
looking
like
map.
a
This is
Right,
what we
thank
have.
you. Okay.
and yeah,
It's
yeah,
a beautiful map.
to your point there, Tony Martingale. Yeah, when you were falling down in the junkyard, yeah, you got a good aerial view of that, like northeastern quadrant of the map.
Okay.
You know, like seeing as far as the tree, seeing the cave, gorge, Pelt's Lodge, and everything.
Got
Um, It's a pretty vast area. The rest of this place are covered in like thick canopy, swirling jungle, and since you've got a good look at the skybox there, it just kind of like ends at some point. There's like it's like just constant jungle in like all directions, but you didn't see any other landmarks, right? It kind of like think like a you ever play a Spyro game?
Yep.
Yeah, where the rest of it just kind of like it's not quite like floating island style, but it's very clear that it's like it's this, and then there's like skybox.
Isolated.
Uh
Yeah,
huh.
got it. Okay. Thank you. I mean, I'll take your guys' word for it since you guys have been here for such a long time. But there's that waterfall nearby too, according to the map. What's going on with that?
It just lead us to our tree fort. It kind of goes the wrong direction. Is really what that means.
Fair enough.
It
Yeah,
leads us
we're-
to
we're-
that really super comfy cave up
That's
there.
true. It does lead to the cave.
I mean, a cave might be a place to spend the night if we're
No,
too far
man.
away from the tree fort.
It's too comfy.
Yeah, I think we do need to get Dante back home as quick as
Yeah.
possible.
We sure do. Yes.
All right. So what is your avenue of getting back to the tree fort?
Yeah, we're
King
gonna
tree?
Go, we're gonna
King
go
tree.
King Tree.
All right.
I'm gonna prep
I am going to
my,
need. We'll have Tony, and we'll have new guy. Roll for a D100 for this King Tree visit, and you got to remind me again. Is it low is good?
Low's good.
Low is good.
I'm just gonna preemptively prep like the torch. Before it gets too dark for me to see anything.
Oh, so close,
That worked.
Drew. You
I
forgot
can't
the
remember.
slash.
I did.
It's slash roll 1D100.
Yep.
You can also do /R if you're lazy.
Slash R probably works. Yeah.
You could also
Middle of
just-
the road. Middle of the road. All right. So as you spend another hour or so moving on from the river through the jungle towards King Tree, which all the surrounding root works or it's easy to find your way back to the tree fort from King Tree because you always know you're on the southern end of the tree. And with a 49 out of 50, you can hear the creaking of the timber, and you can know that King Tree is aware that you're walking amongst his roots. He's got just enough knots and holes all over his trunk that it always looks like he's watching you, and you know that he is. With a 49, with that torch in your hand there, Judica.
Yep.
At some point, as you are maneuvering around, you would need to make an agility. We'll call it agility. We'll call it strength.
not intimidate.
We'll call it a strength test as suddenly you feel a force that is trying to lift you up off of the ground if you cannot wrestle it off of you, as a tree branch is trying to just pick you up like a fallen fruit.
All right. Yep.
Jesus Christ, your rolls.
Judica!
Last fate point, or are you keeping it?
I'm doing a hard think because I'm on very gonna die. So all right, that's as good as it gets. That's what we're living with.
All right.
Oh,
Judica
whoa.
is lifted right up off the ground by a gnarled vine-like branch, and you could see that he is being hoisted quite a distance up into the air. He's currently about 10 feet up in the air, which is where we'll open up to actions from the lot of you.
I'm going to jump and try to grab Judica's feet.
Okay, for sure.
Is this agility? What do I roll?
To jump up and well, you're 6'9", so yeah.
So you
I'd
just
say
kind of reach.
I'd say, get wingspan of a 6'9" guy. If he puts his hands out, it's not quite 10. I'd still say you need to jump, right? But I'd say for you, it's not so much reaching as much as it is like pulling back. So I'd say you can give me a strength roll there, Dante. You jump up and you grab, and as you pull down, you realize you too are being lifted up off the ground, just barely, of course. But you can feel that you are now also lifted a couple of, at this point, inches off the ground.
Don't worry, brother, I'm coming with you.
Thanks.
Right. I will look around to see if I can see anything else that's like either starting to move or like controlling the branch, or seems to be.
Sure, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Mason, I was gonna roll initiative with you, but I don't
Looking
know
at
where it
perception
is.
for like other things that might be controlling it, your eyes are just drawn to King
Okay.
Tree itself with its unstaring, neutral gaze, looking down on the lot of you. As you can see that, um, uh, while looking for anything that might help or might be useful here, you only see something that horrifies you. As it looks like there is a new hole opening up on the side of the bark of King Tree, with many rows of serrated wood and bark that are opening and closing like a maw. That it looks like it is going to devour Judica with.
What are you doing just looking around, brother? Do something!
Hold on, how do I roll initiative?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
We're already going.
Yeah, I also
All
don't
right, fuck it.
terribly. Yeah.
Oh no.
All right, I will
What a
also try and
terrifying
grab.
tree.
If they're not out of the reach yet, I'll just try and grab onto build a
Yeah,
chain.
I mean, yeah, at this point, yeah, you could grab Dante easy. Go ahead and give me a strength roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see it.
Fuck me.
And at this point, yeah, you've got a daisy chain growing here as it just keeps lifting Judica up, and it lifts Dante up, and is now lifting you up.
Does Judica still have his torch?
Judica does still have his torch in his one hand.
Okay.
You can, a little help.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the obvious thing and continue the chain, and I'm gonna jump up and grab Tony's feet.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, go ahead and give me a strength roll.
Yeah, of course.
One of us has to pass it.
Yeah, surely. How about a failure? How does that feel?
Oh no.
This is one strong tree.
And as the chain continues, Lift Lord grabs Can's feet, saying, "Going up."
Goodness.
Nice.
As you are all now being lifted up to a horrifying tree jaw that is opening and closing into the interior. It is dripping with sap and just the crunching bark and it looks like it is going to pulverize you into mulch.
Was my turn that kind of surprise?
No,
Oh,
you
you're
still
caught?
have a turn. You're just at the top of this chain of
Yeah.
humans being lifted up into the air.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, let go, Dante, let go, and light the branch that's holding me on fire, if I can.
All right, that will be a weapon skill to navigate midair to try
Great.
and burn
Also,
the branch.
really good at that. Yeah.
Holy shit, man!
I don't have
You
good
try
stats.
as much. You try to burn the branch that's holding you, but not trying to light yourself on fire or trying to extend it out to the to the extending limb, and it is bending and contorting like a boa constrictor to just evade your flames whichever which way you swing your torch.
I'm absolutely fine with missing at least for this turn, but I am fully committed to if I have to go with it, I'm ready to go with it.
Perfect. And it spends its turn drawing you all closer to this horrible tree sarlacc pit. If the sarlacc pit were, uh,
A tree.
yeah, on its side and a tree. Yes.
If only missed opportunity.
I
right?
should redo episode 5.
What was
Yeah.
Lucas thinking?
So it just draws you all closer, getting terribly. You're starting to get like shards of splinters. I mean, that's not sure if that's a tree. Yeah, it's kind of tree-like, I suppose. You're starting to get shards of splinters like spraying past your face with every bite in its mighty trunk closing shut.
From how high up in the air are we? Have we been
I
pulled
would say at this
point?
point, it's not terribly high up. It's off of the ground. I would say, yeah, the low. Jesus,
Holy.
that is You know what that scene? That scene reminds me of, was it Fritz Lang's Metropolis?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's
There's a
something.
scene where they're all being like
Retina,
walking into the
yeah.
furnace.
Yep.
Wow.
Horrifying shit. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what you typed in, but that's a wild one.
It's got to be Chain of People, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let go.
Like almost like
If we're
frame
not that
for
high up.
frame. That's perfect.
Yeah, it is pretty close.
But yes, I would say the lowest of you. I'd say on the lowest chain, you're like only 5 feet. At the highest, I'd say 20. 5 feet per person. We'll go with.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I'd say Lift Lord's at 5, and then
Oh right.
Can's
Lord
at
is down there.
10, and then you're at 15, Dante's at 20, and Judica's at 25.
Yeah, I'm still gonna let go.
Okay, perfect. Yep. So you let go, and that is going to be you and Can and Lift Lord.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
Mhm.
so 15. So Lift Lord, he doesn't take any. He's just 5 feet. You two at 10 and 15. That's going to be a D. Actually, let me go ahead and look up falling damage here. I want to make sure I get this right. It'd be a good way to refamiliarize myself with it. It's different.
You actually take no damage because we're in a swamp and you land in some nice mucky mud that cushions your fall.
You think that might be the case? Maybe.
I got a little closer on the image. These are hard to get it to generate.
These
I'm
are.
trying, but
Take no damage because
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
fall
that's
damage
not
doesn't
bad.
actually exist in this game.
We did all fall out of the sky. We're just fine, so
Yeah.
pretty inconsistent world building here.
Yeah, come on,
Arm.
Jumanji, what the hell?
Okay, fall.
Damn.
These fucking Europeans do everything in meters.
Ugh.
Okay, well, 5 foot is
That's 3.
1.5 meters.
15 is 3.
Don't you try to teach me something.
Or not 3, 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And, I mean,
Okay,
it's not
so
exactly
5.
it's close
That's
enough for
that.
Yeah.
figuring this stuff.
Okay, so the damage then for you two is 1d10 plus 3.
Holy shit!
Oh boy.
For a
Okay.
5 foot fall?
No, 10 for a 10 and
No,
15
the
foot.
5
Oh.
foot fall was
Oh,
fine.
okay, I get you. I was like,
Yeah.
God damn, I'm definitely dead. There's like, no matter what I do, I'm
Perhaps. So 10 to 15, it'll be 1d10 plus 3. I could either roll for you guys, or you could roll your own fall damage.
You're not rolling my damage. Fucking cheater. 6.
All right, so you'll take 6 damage minus your toughness.
Okay.
Wait, so what? We're rolling a D10 times 2?
D10 plus 3.
Plus okay. How about 10?
All right, 10 minus your toughness.
Oh, good. Otherwise, I'd be dead. Oh. I take 7.
Oof. Yeah, you take some rough landings. It's just the ground here is
I probably
full
break
of
my
just
ankle.
extremely thick roots that just hurt when you fall on them. I mean, it's just
You wouldn't
painful.
do that. That'd be wild.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you get impaled on like some branches or some sticks. It just hurts. So you drop and Can drops with you. Can still has a turn. Dante and Judica have turns. Lift Lord then screams, "Going down!"
It's like he's really here.
Good luck on your final.
I'll look up at Judica. I ain't going nowhere, brother. We in it together to the end.
You gotta let go.
I'm gonna
gotta
grip
let go.
tighter. I will take my new harpoon and
Yeah.
aim it at his maw and try to throw it in his mouth.
From hell's heart, I stab at thee.
You know what? I'll just jump in. I'm just jumping in the maw.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, we're doing it. I'll save you, Judica.
Are you leading with the harpoon?
Yeah, we're gonna try to do the whole
Oh.
wedge the mouth. Yeah, I'm not just.
I'm dying. It's the,
Yeah, I
the
wasn't sure.
suicide plan.
Pulling
Yeah.
an Ahab here. Okay,
You're
so
like using me to swing into the mouth and then just gonna jump in. Just
No,
so
I
your
throw
plan
it
is
and
to,
then
let me
jump.
see if I get this right. Leap off of Candelabra, leap off of Judica into. Oh, fuck off, conversion bot. Thank you, conversion bot. So your plan is to leap in to to Kingtree's Maw, and then like wedge the harpoon so he can't close it. Is
Yeah,
that
that
it?
kind of deal. Yeah.
Okay. This is a two-pronged thing here, because one, you're trying to jump into it early. Like, you gotta swing off of Judica.
why is he from Kiss?
He's got like a Evanescence thing going on here.
I love how I'm just casually holding Tony's hand. Is that me and Tony, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Be me and you, right? Yeah.
I'm just holding
Oh,
Tony's
'cause
hand.
There's so many
falling, I
jets
see.
in the air.
So many
So
planes.
many jets.
And they're just kind of doing whatever they feel like.
No coordination at all. Some are going up, down. That one is upside down in the background.
There is an upside
One
down
is
A
one.
the
Yeah.
fucking dogfight. All right, so this is gonna be two-pronged test. One is an agility, which I'll give you a +10 on, because you're already being led toward it anyway. You got momentum. Agility just to land it, right? Like get into the
easy.
damn. Yeah, okay.
Jumping
so
into the mouth, no
now,
fucking problem.
and you know, and you time it perfectly so you get it in like when the mouth is open. And next is
I'm
going
even
to
gonna
be
look back and give Judica a little wink as I do it.
might be the last thing you do. So this is gonna be
What a
either
traumatizing way to watch your friend die.
this is
It's
going
okay,
to
I'm
be
gonna die too.
a weapon skill or a strength to wedge the harpoon and stop the jaw.
Let's go.
Nah.
Oh.
We're obviously fate pointing this until
Okay.
I die. Let's see. I gotta
Roll
do
to see if you keep it.
decent. Nope,
You
I
do
don't.
not.
Oh.
And then another. Nice.
Hey.
And with a 24, just as it looks like he's like briefly like out of sight for a moment, it looks like he's been eaten. With another thrust of the harpoon, the mouth is wedged straight open, lockjaw style, as both ends of the harpoon are now embedded deep into the barky teeth of the maw, as it strains and struggles and sap is dripping from each of the punctures.
That's right, you big mean tree. That's what you get for not hugging back in a nice, gentle way. The kind that people like.
And I'd say in the pain of that, I'll give him a toughness test, see if he drops Judica here.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Oh, thanks.
And there is in a groan of pain as you hear just the aching of the tree. Judica is dropped by the vine.
Uh-huh.
25
Judica,
feet.
you can give me an agility test to see if you can maybe
Oh, okay. Yeah,
break your
sure.
fall
Where's,
a little bit.
Where's conversion bot? How many meters is that?
Oh
my God.
All right, so you're breaking your fall. So instead of doing the 1d10 plus 5, you'll be taking 1d10 plus 3.
Okay. Oh, nope, that doesn't count. I needed a space. There we go. That'd be an 11
Yeah,
minus
minus your toughness.
3 for a toughness is an 8. I'm at -3, boys.
All right, critical damage incoming. Let's find out where you landed. Landed on the 20. What is that? One of your arms?
Is that a head? Are
Is
you
it head?
asking
It should
me?
be. Yeah, it should be on your
Oh, it
character
says
sheet.
right here. It's my right arm.
Right arm. Okay, this is an impact damage. Impact to the arm at 3. So go ahead and record that your health's at -3. Ahem.
Did that?
The impact inflicts crushing pain. The target takes 1 level of fatigue and drops whatever they were holding. In this case, your torch.
Okay. Is there a spot to write fatigue at on the?
There should be somewhere on there.
I
Otherwise, I'll
just
just
wrote
add
it.
it as a.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe just write it
I just wrote
into
it in the
notes.
other notes area.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
I like these disco blade images.
Yeah, it is Disco Blade. That's a good description for him. King Tree is terrifying.
King Tree is very alien in the one picture.
That he is.
I like the one where the harpoon's coming out of my face, but from my face, like I got shot in the back of the head. Also, I am just a monster.
And with that, being dropped by the king tree and this maw, like gnawing and chewing on the harpoon, is where you see all of its branches are dedicated to like trying to rip the harpoon out of itself. Giving you all, what was that?
What
Yeah,
in the
what just
world?
happened?
I don't know,
Roll 20.
something crazy.
Oh,
Can
something
join
with
Oh.
roll 20.
Activity.
Interesting.
You guys
Wait.
can click back. If you click on the general chat, it should take you away.
Yeah,
And I'll
but can
play
we
with this
play
for a
roll
second.
20 from Discord?
Neat.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh yeah, you can. It looks like I'd have to sign in and everything. Yeah, I
There's a
would.
weird Discord Roll20 plug of some kind. But with its attention directed to trying to rip the harpoon out of itself, King Tree has diverted its attention from you all, giving you time to dust yourselves off and escape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dante, that was amazing.
It was nothing
Is
but a.
Dante out of the mouth?
I assume. Yeah, where am I?
Oh, yeah, you are still in there, aren't you?
I don't know.
Really?
Am I just hanging on to this harpoon?
Well, currently you're 20 feet up in the maw of a tree. I don't know how I forgot that part.
I'm
yeah,
screaming
okay.
at them now.
No, he
I'm like, this
he
is
jumped.
nothing but a. Yelling at them from the mouth.
Dante,
already-
so impressive.
No, you're already at negative health. Don't just jump down here.
I'm jumping.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot jump. You can try to like yabba dabba do down the tree, I suppose.
I've got catfall, bro. We're doing this. Yeah, I'm gonna.
You got this.
But I don't know what to roll. Reduces falling damage. Roll agility for every degree of success. Remove agility bonus. Okay,
You
6.
remove
So,
agility bonus damage per degree of success.
so I just roll agility basic first.
Yep. So you roll agility basic. You'll take 1d10 plus 5, but then you reduce it by however many degrees of success times your agility bonus.
Okay, so it's not 2 different agility rolls. It's just the one.
That's just the one.
Perfect.
Are you
99.
out of fate points?
No, I've got one more. I guess I should use it. Yeah, okay. It can't be worse. But it's not that much better.
Okay. 6 points.
No worries, brother. And I'll dive in to do like a somersault roll out of this.
Yep, you sure do. Right into the ground. Go ahead and give me 1d10 plus 5.
It looks like I'm just diving straight into the ground as I take
So 11 damage minus your toughness.
8 more damage. So that puts me at where is my
-9.
-9, yeah.
All right, let's find out where it's hitting. There's a chance you live.
You see me do this epic thing, and I just dive into the ground afterwards and
That's
Where
collapse.
does a
That's right
12
arm.
hit you?
That's right arm.
Right arm.
Right arm impact at level 9.
Oh,
In a
wow.
rain of blood, gore, and meat, your arm is removed from your body.
Oh.
Screaming incoherently, you twist in agony for a few seconds before dying.
Dante!
So I think as you dive down, like you snag your arm on like a branch or like a bit in the tree, and like the force of the drop and just the angle rips your arm right out of the socket.
I run over to his dead
Collapsed
body.
to the ground.
I'm trying to save him. I'm doing CPR. I'm doing everything I know.
Do I
Oh,
get
for sure.
a last breath?
You sure do. You get a last moment as Can is over you trying to like, get what do you got?
I'll put my left hand on his face and look at him. Was it cool, brother?
Dante, it was so cool. It was so cool, man.
And
You're
then
the
I'll
coolest
die.
dude.
I'll die as he tells me I'm cool.
Yeah, and Dante dies.
It's probably for the best. I'm getting a little sick of this Jamaican accent.
And just as Dante dies, Dante, you can
Those
your
should have been your
choice.
last words.
You can either burn one of your fate points and come back, or make a new character.
Okay, if I burn a fate point, can I just like cardiac arrest, come back, and stand up and be fine? Just without an arm.
No arm.
Yeah, it would basically be like it'd be like flatline and then immediately like miraculous recovery, like adrenaline rush, like be like incapacitated, but like being able to be moved, limp out of there type of style.
Part of me wants to
With
do it
his-
just because it'd be so awesome.
But will his arm still be gone?
I assume.
This is a good question because this is the first time we're encountering death in the game here. We could do this like the Jumanji remake with the video game, where you just fall back down from the sky when you lose a life. Or we could play it where the injuries are cumulative.
No, I'm only coming back if the injury's cumulative. I don't want to
Yeah.
fall back down in good shape.
All right, then it would be you could make a miraculous recovery right after that, missing an arm.
And then am I still at -9? Like if something sneezes on me?
No,
I'm just gonna
you'd be
explode?
it would reset you back to 0.
Okay. Okay, well after I get told I'm cool, I guess I'll and then get up and start jiving. Oh, brother! The spirits don't want me yet!
All right,
Dante was
remove,
the coolest guy.
remove
Dante!
1 fate point as you lose it.
Oh, I'm feeling fly, brother! I'll just moonwalk
Dante,
around.
Your arm's gone.
It was holding me back clearly.
All right.
Yeah.
You ain't never seen someone come back from the dead, bro.
Yeah,
No,
I have not.
Judica's just
Dante.
half laying in the ground in
Yeah.
pain and half like amazed at what's happening.
Judica,
and
get up, you
thinking
big
it's
pansy.
probably-
Yeah.
Thinking it's probably all like his own death sequence, and he's just imagining things at this point.
Wait, Dante, can you walk?
Oh, I feel better than ever. Second log.
I'm gonna go over and like put my arm under Judica and help him walk.
Thanks, man.
Dante's apparently doing okay, man. I don't know.
I don't know what's
Judica,
happening.
You
I'm
big
afraid.
pansy, get up. I just lost an arm and got hit in the face with a harpoon.
Dante just about took the express elevator to heaven.
Thanks, Lift Lord.
Thanks, Cord. That really inspired me to walk on out of here. Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Yeah, and
To the fort.
walking away, limping away, maybe a little lighter than when you got there. It is night by the time you make it back to the tree fort. The
Oh.
visibility is is damn near zero. But following your well-established routes, knowing the terrain in and around the tree fort like the back of your hands by now, you're able to
Oh,
go through even in the night,
that-
recognize the signs that you've made on the trees and the posts that you've made, and
Might
all
have
the
had a
little
hand
markers.
on
That's
one of
just-
you, I guess.
That's just rude. I can't believe you just did that, Arm.
Wait, what?
Right after Dante lost an arm, you said know this place like the back of a hand.
Oh,
How dare
yeah.
you?
He be talking
I
about
didn't
my
say
left
which
hand.
hand.
Nah.
Wait, am I left-handed or right-handed? I think I'm
Yeah, you had to
ambidextrous.
choose that
Bro,
earlier.
you were
damn it.
ambidextrous,
Yeah, I think
unironically.
So.
Yeah, it's pretty lucky.
I remember laughing at ambidextrous. How lucky.
So that's where that comes into play.
That's crazy.
And yes, after a miserably exhausting march, as some of you have been out all day, some of you just got here. But yes, the tree forts tree forts rather, look comforting by comparison to all that's come before, bearing the marks of all of your creature comforts,
Don't
mostly
let this-
coffee and cards.
Don't let this bother you, Tony. This kind of
It,
stuff happens all the time in Jumanji.
We gotta get out of here for sure, then, man. Do you guys have anywhere I can sleep here?
That you don't just lose arms and then walk it off. That doesn't happen. I don't know what's
Hey.
happening.
Tony, honestly, normally I would say you can go get your own room, but would you mind staying with Dante for a little bit? Make sure he doesn't die in the middle of the night or anything.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Yeah, he's the one in the teepee up there.
It'll be a bit snug, but I got room.
I forgot he was in a TP in the tree.
Sure enough, you look up. There is an elevator, a TP, and like I don't know, like a
Couple of,
basic like army camo canvas kind of tent set up.
Yeah.
Oh right, I remember that one from way back up there. Nice, all right.
For all the struggles we have of finding weapons and whatnot, we can get you basically anything you want. Give us enough time.
Yeah, it looks like it. You guys are doing all right here.
We're doing just fine. Got all the coffee, duck, and cards you could want.
We should have
I
left
do love
on
cards.
a better terms with Ibsen. He could have maybe got me a new arm.
Oh, we got to go back to Ibsen.
I think that bridge is burnt, man.
He might be impressed to see me, given that I took a big ol' harpoon to the face.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, you had
Never
quite the
know.
day.
Yeah. I think I need a nap, bruh.
Yeah, and I think that's the plan, Arm. I think we all head up. I do. If
I'm up.
Tony tries to get out of it, I almost force him to go. Just make sure Dante doesn't.
Oh, I would
die in
happily
his
go
sleep.
up. Yeah, I would
Okay.
happily go up. I mean, I also just saw this man lose his arm, die, and come back to life. I'm on the same page.
All right, cool. Like he didn't even like staunch the bleeding. That dude just walked off.
Just 100%.
Yeah, is the arm?
Yeah, that's something else that
Dripping
you
blood?
notice. That is not
does it
how
stop?
shit usually works. There's some Jumanji stuff at work here, right? You saw that there was like almost no geyser of blood, no like that clearly it should have gotten into shock or something. There is some Jumanji afoot with how the injury is being handled here.
I do like that Dante now has his like Moby Dick, the white whale, the King Tree story. Just got this rivalry with King Tree at this point.
He could have just hugged me, bro.
Just needed to hug him, yeah.
all he wanted was a hug. That was it.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys prepare. Just try to sleep off the exhaustion of a day's march. Tony, you're hoping when you wake up, this is all just a bad trip off of
What are you talking about, man? I love it here.
Oh, yeah, of course. Never mind. Yeah, things are great. You know, you don't have any debt collectors trying to find you.
That's true.
None of the X's know your number out here. Uh,
We're looking on the bright side.
That's right, bright side only. And speaking of bright side, if I ran this game like how Dark Heresy handles wounds, everyone would just be injured all the fucking time, which is lame. And so what Jumanji's gonna do is whenever you manage to get a full night's sleep, you're gonna be back up to full wounds.
All right.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's very fun to be stuck at 5 wounds until you get a week of rest and then you get up to 6 wounds. I think that's lame.
Classic D&D there.
Yeah,
You
I
have
mean,
to take 6 months off before your character heals.
it'd be a lot. It'd be a lot of sleeping in the tree fort.
Yeah. No,
Isn't-
Jumanji wants action, and so
Isn't
you're...
Dark Heresy a lot more like, oh, but technically the people would have to travel however many light years across
Exactly.
space.
Like in the context of that system, it makes sense given how much time there is between missions. But here, yeah. Right. So yes,
All right.
after a full night's rest,
I wish I would have
Um,
known that, brah. We could have took a nap before we went on our journey.
before yeah, you get a full night's rest, and when you wake up, Tony, Dante is still alive.
Hey man, you doing all right?
What are these fucking glasses, man? It's rad as hell.
You
Is he
actually
doing
wake up
this?
to
Are
this
you
photo.
doing? Yeah. Is this my? Because then I'm not gonna ask that.
Just dancing.
This is what you're
With 2
waking up
arms, by the
to.
way.
Except,
With
yeah.
All right.
both arms.
I'll get up and join him. I'll dance a little bit. I mean,
The arm.
yeah,
It's like a stick I've whittled out. I didn't get no
Like-
sleep last night, man.
attached.
I made this nice prosthesis that I put all my jewelry on.
It looks great, Dante.
Yeah, and I'll just be dancing.
That's awesome.
Fantastic.
You
Yeah,
want
so
some
everybody
coffee?
gets their wounds back
I
up.
would love some.
Yep, dance over to the coffee maker, grab my deck of cards. We usually play cards in the morning.
Let's do it. Did Liflord hear that?
Yeah.
He's already
Okay.
here, brah.
Yeah, in addition to the huts, we have like a community area
Okay,
esque thing. Yeah.
got it.
I got it done.
This is where we drink our coffee, get our view of that Jumanji sunshine.
Could be a sunrise, could be a sunset. You might never know.
I got us a duck. Breakfast is ready.
Yeah,
Nice.
brother.
Our favorite
The Jumanji Daily Duck.
daily duck.
It's like, it's like it spawns in the same place every morning, right? You found one predictive part of Jumanji in
Oh,
this
man.
little slice here. This duck is always there.
Spawn
It's like-
camping a duck.
The same
It's fun.
duck has the
It's like
same, like,
duck.
same speckling on its feet and everything.
Oh, for sure. It's like it's for years of eating the same duck.
The exact same.
Yeah, but it's my favorite duck.
Well, I'm pretty sick of going to get that dice. I think maybe we just stay here from now on.
Did not get out.
Yeah,
mean,
I don't know if we can do that.
No.
Dante, you're actually looking surprisingly better than I was expecting. I was
Look at
expecting
me,
to take a
brah.
couple months off, but you're dancing all over the place. You're looking great.
Starting to hit me, man. I have
Well-
no arm.
Your arm's gone.
I got
Sure, yeah.
harpooned in the face.
In all the rush, I did forget though. Do we know what our next step is?
Yeah, we gotta go find some spiders somewhere. So probably that comfortable cave.
Probably the comfortable cave, man.
Yeah. Which is another reason I thought maybe not last night did we already want to go to the cave.
Well, so we could do that, or we could do what we've been thinking. We have friends in the Manji village. We could go there and seek out some insight. Maybe they know where the spiders really are, instead of us just guessing.
Yeah, that's
Not a bad idea.
fair idea. I know Gord speaks a little bit of Manji. Dante, you do too, yeah?
Oh yeah, I've been speaking Manje for many moons. I'm having trouble remembering how I speak.
That happens after you lose an arm
That
and
makes
die.
sense, Dante. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna chalk basically any weirdness that is like additional to you up to what I saw last night. Uh, yeah, it may be a long shot, but could you try and see if Tony picks up on any of it quickly, or if he'd have any knowledge of it for any reason?
Tony, you think you can learn a language in a morning?
No, but I think this game is
Oh,
wild, and he might know it for some reason.
Give it a shot, brah.
all right.
I'll just start talking
I will.
to him in
I will
Manji.
try to just divine a language from nothing.
Yeah,
What do I roll?
Yeah, I was
Roll your
gonna say,
speak language manji.
I'd say just a D100 at this point, and if you roll a 23 or a 69, I'll give it to you.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see.
So 2%.
listen,
Ah,
yeah, no, I don't.
too
Okay,
far.
no, they
Oh,
give
very
you a
close.
bit of a sampling. It is a language of whistles and hoots, and you can make no sense of it.
I got
Listen,
nothing, guys.
I didn't expect you to. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I
with
don't
this
know why
game.
you thought that would work. To be perfectly honest,
I
with
just
you,
before we
Judica.
went to the village, I wanted to know if there was any possibility, because from what I know, Gord and Dante speak some Manji, but not like fluently, and me and Kaiten don't speak any.
this
Whoa,
is
whoa. I'm untrained in it.
Okay,
That's
I don't
I
speak
roll a
any at all.
15 when I do speak language manji. Thank you.
I I just wanted to see if for some wild ass reason you might know Manji coming into the game. That was it. That was the whole check.
am I
Don't
able
think
to
I do.
roll? Do I have a predetermined like relationship with the Manji people, or
It is they are very difficult to get a read on. There are days where you guys are cool, days where they are chasing after you. They're very unpredictable.
okay?
Have we ever gotten information from them before? I kind of made it up, but I have no
No,
idea.
definitely you have.
Okay.
They probably taught you how to season that Jumanji duck.
Okay. Cool.
Manji cooking is excellent.
Maybe that rumble shake's a real thing, then, man.
Well,
Well,
as you are all enjoying your morning coffee, you hear, or you all hear, a familiar voice for some of you.
Lift Lord.
No, that ain't me. As you'd hear, you get a whiff of what smells like cologne. As you'd hear, why is that the chatter of customers I hear up there?
Who the fuck is that?
Oh, that's hold on. I remember his name. Hold on. That's probably Slick. He has random things for sale. Uh buy a mango if you get a chance. His prices are ridiculous. He'll ask you for like crazy stuff. But in case you can make a deal, get a mango.
Hey, Slick brother, you got any good spare arms?
Ooh, spare arms. Well, I've got to hand it to you. You are a customer with quite the eye for detail. Yes, sirree, Bob, I've got all the arms you might need. The question is, my friend, what have you got for me?
I got some duck.
Ooh, no dice, my friend.
Uh,
Birds of a feather are poor together.
I've got these 3 enraging potions and some ashes and some duck.
Very specific.
I've got 10 throwing knives and a regular knife.
Knives are a dime a dozen.
I will cut my beautiful blonde hair and give it to you, brah.
Ooh, now hair is something special.
Well, If I would have known, I also got some corpse hair, and I'll pull some corpse hair out of my bag, because that is one of the few objects I actually start with.
Well, that's not bad, not at all, yes sirree, Bob. It's still making the scales just a bit light here. If you're looking for an arm.
I will look around. You can have my TP, brah.
Ooh, I'm not in the market for real estate. I'm a traveling salesman.
I'll take off all my jewelry. I ain't got much more to offer, brah.
Bunch of gems and jewels. Yes, very pretty, very pretty. I'm afraid I don't have a lot of customers going for these things at the moment.
What if I got some bark off of that big old king tree?
Well, some of King Tree's bark, you say?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I can promise you, but that's what I said, yeah.
That's a tall order, my friend.
Alright, you know what? I don't even want your stinking arm. You just keep it then.
Well, just as well, it was purely decorative.
Oh, never mind.
I'll stroke my hair.
Now, as for the rest of you fine well, sirree, Bob, look at us here. We've got a new customer. When were you going to introduce me? Good to meet you, sir. Hieronymus Q Slick here. Something else to note. He changes his first name and middle initial every time he introduces himself.
I'm gonna hold you to that arm. I just want you to know.
100%. Hieronymus Q Slick, at your service, sir. Anything you need, I've got, and what I've got can be traded.
Risky move starting with Hieronymus. I bet you use that one again.
I don't even know what I could need in this place, but I don't have too much to offer you anyways. Tony Martingale's the name, by the way.
Tony. A good name, a strong name, a smart name. And for a smart fellow like you, I'm sure you can already tell there's plenty that people need, plenty that people want in a place like Jumanji.
Well, I gotta get a house set up here in this tree fort, I guess. Do you have anything to get me started there?
Well, I'm not in the market for real estate per se. I am in the market of comfort. What's something that reminds you of home, Tony?
Ooh, I could go for a nice roulette wheel.
A roulette wheel. Betting man, are we? I respect
Oh, I
that.
am.
I like that a lot. I just so happen to have a genuine roulette wheel here.
All right. Well, I'd love it, but I don't know that I've got anything to trade for it. I'll pretty much empty my pockets. Except for
what
the
would you
loaded
have?
dice, which I will not show. But I've got a deck of cards, a handful of casino chips, a glass, some keys, and a bottle of red wine, and that is it.
He looks these over. Tell you what, because I like the cut of your jib, Tony, and as a first-time customer discount. How about I take this bottle of wine off your hands, not doing you any good anyhow, bad for the humors, and how about these keys here, and I'll set you up with this genuine roulette wheel, and as an extra, but no additional cost, I'll throw in a pair of fuzzy dice.
I'll take it.
Deal and deal. And he puts out his hands, and if you shake it, there is like a classic Jumanji, and those items just appear.
Cool.
But that was awfully generous of a man who wouldn't help out a poor cripple.
Oh, sorry, friend. Slick doesn't do charity.
Does anyone in our group know who still has the chemistry book that none of us can read?
I think Penner. Or me.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Yeah, Lift Lord's got it.
I think it's
I gotta use it to make that rumble shake with the manji.
Yeah, okay. I was trying to come up with things that we might
Also, I want to make gunpowder still, and I think it's in there.
Okay, all right. Cool.
Ooh, if you ever do find any of that gunpowder, do let me know. Always in the business, and that Van Pelt is such a curmudgeon, never wants to sell any.
Now,
Greedy Guts keeps it all for himself.
Mr. Slick,
That's me, sir.
yeah, you said you had a decorative arm. Would you have a working arm for a more expensive price?
Ooh,
Or do you
now
just have a
that is
decorative
a
arm?
tight item. I would have to go and barter with the Professor Ibsen, and the Professor, despite having a very busy schedule and being so far away, is a curmudgeonly customer. It would take quite the haul.
What if I gave you a real life arm?
That's quite a odd trade, don't you think? An arm for an arm?
Yeah, but
It seems
My
pretty
fr-
fair to me.
That's pretty
my
fair,
friend
yeah.
needs a working arm, and I have two.
I mean, I've got the one.
Looks to me like you'd be at the same amount of net arm, my friend.
Yeah, but you don't understand.
He
See,
takes out like an abacus and he starts like
no,
moving
no
beads.
need for all that. My friend here lost his arm, saving my whole body. So
Brother!
I'm willing to give up an arm so he can have his arm back.
Surely we can find a spare arm out there in the woods. You don't have to give
If you think you
yours.
could, if you
Why,
think you
I
could go
say
trade
that
with Ibsen,
that tale of brotherly affection is warming my cold, dead heart. Yes, sirree, Bob. That is quite the story. Go ahead and make a. This would be a barter roll.
oh,
I guess I'll just let you do it.
it's not gonna work. I'm just gonna let you know. Yep.
No, sirree, Bob. No matter how I crunch the numbers here, I just can't make it work. Arm now, yes. Travel all the way through Jumanji, talk with Professor Ibsen, get it made, bring it back. No. It just doesn't fit.
All right.
Sorry. Not
Well,
really, but sorry. Anything
Uh,
else I can help you out with, sir?
Yeah.
A little bird told me that there's
Oh.
something about spiders, perhaps?
Oh, wait, hey, Slick, you usually trade things, not information. Are you in the information game?
I sure can be, friend.
Well, do you know where we could find some spiders around these parts? The
Maybe.
answer yes or no before I trade for it, please.
Very well. If you'd like to forego all of the what you call it, all of the flirting about, yes, I do know. Is it going to cost you? Yes.
Well, and you're talking about more than the spiders we see outside all the time, because I know where those
Oh,
are.
I know exactly what you're looking for, sir. Word gets around quick these parts.
All right,
To
all
the
right.
listening ear, of which
Well,
I have too,
I'll tell you
and
what.
then some.
I've been working the past few weeks making these stockpile of arrows here. I could give out about a dozen of them and still get by. Are you interested at all?
A dozen arrows? Why, I could go and moon the Manji and have a dozen in my rear by day's end.
Well, these are coming to you without an injury.
Make a barter.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm pretty good at barter. This probably goes well.
He
Yeah.
says he
Unironically went great.
he considers this for a moment and says,
Tremendous
"Let me.
barter.
You wouldn't mind if I inspect the merchandise."
Yeah, they're pretty just straight up handmade arrows, and I show them what I got.
Yes, I see. These are amateurly made. However, not of Manji make adds, surprisingly enough, to the collector's value. Yes, these are imperfect arrows. Yes. These can work. I'll take the dozen in exchange, for my very reliable tip on exactly which spider it is you might be looking for. Would we have a deal, sir?
Well, look, I think it's a good one, but I feel like it'd be more fair is 8 for 8. We're looking for 8 legs. How about I give you 8 arrows?
8 arrows? Why? You did roll a 2 degrees of 1.8 degrees of success there. 8 arrows? Why? I couldn't possibly settle for less than 10.
Oh, fine. You drive a hard bargain, Slick. I'll give you the 10.
Yes.
Man,
And he takes the 10 and he says, I would have settled for 9.
dang it.
And as he extends his hand out, and if you shake it, there's the classic, just notification video game sound, followed by a big Jumanji. Very good, very good. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, when we're thinking of the creepy crawlies, we're thinking of the dank and dark. So I'm sure your first step would have been, say, a cave.
Yes, that absolutely that would have been a
Well,
first
you
step.
would have been dead wrong.
No.
Ciao.
The cave does have plenty of spiders, rest assured, but its main denizen is anything but. If you're looking for the spiders of Jumanji, why, you're going to have to go, my friend, to the bamboo forest.
That would not have been my guess. Well, thank you
yeah.
very much, Slick. I think you may have saved us a lot of days. I appreciate that. You've been very helpful.
Sometimes is truly the best item for sale. Though, of
I-
course, if you're going to the bamboo forest for some spiders, you might want some gear.
That's true. Do we have any sort of like machete-esque things? My character has been using a big club because all I had was a branch, so I'm assuming I don't have any. But like,
Yeah, I have a lead pipe and nothing else, pretty much.
okay,
Someone
cool.
had a machete to clear through here. I'm not sure who.
I've got some throwing knives.
That's not
I don't
great.
think those would be quite big enough, Dante.
Well, aren't you all just kitted out to the gills? Tell you what, I'm not gonna wait for a thought to cross your brains. I'll go ahead and put it right out there. I think you might benefit from. And he sort of manifests a little vial full of green liquid. This here is a genuine anti-venom.
Oh, oh shoot.
Good enough to prevent
That would be
one
nice.
of your party from suffering a horribly painful death. Going once, and going twice.
Well, how much you charging for that guy?
Yeah.
Price.
There we go, then. What have you got to offer?
Not much. I got 2 more arrows.
Ooh, you're supposed to start strong, friend. Basics
I have
of
some
barter.
fuzzy dice you just gave me.
Resale value, as soon as they're off the lot, it just plummets, my friend. Those fuzzy dice have touched hands.
I've got
Hey,
you a cup
Aram,
of.
I have this item on my list, and it says needs Aram approval. Can
Oh.
you give that to me? Apparently, my character sheet came with guard flak armor.
Oh, yes.
Is
Yeah,
that real?
that was like your military, that was like your ballistic plate.
Yeah. Is that real?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depended on when you guys were playing your game, but it's totally possible you were wearing your plate carrier when you played the game.
Okay. Is there would that actually add armor to me? How does
It would.
Okay, I may need to look into that.
It would be
But-
3 to the chest.
Okay, sweet. Ethan, you can ask your question. I'm not going to trade that.
Well, now I want to know if I had that armor or not.
Well, it's very likely if he had it, you were probably wearing yours at the same time.
All right. It was 3 armor for the chest.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. We can trade you a fresh cup of coffee and a taste of duck.
I'll bat my long blonde hair. I'm still willing to trade this beautiful blonde man hair.
Go ahead and give me a barter roll there, Dante.
Said Mason.
What did I do?
He looks over your hair, feels it a little bit. While it is sure tempting, my friend, I'm going to need more than the hair. I'd have to shave you bald and then some.
Well,
I'll
I mean, if
throw
you're
in
into
5
hair,
throwing knives.
I'll donate all of my hair.
I'll laugh at you.
It's not luxurious like my friend here, but it's hair if that's what you're after.
Tell you what, my friend. Feeling generous? I think I'll take all of your hair, and then, Tony, was it? Yes, I would like your tattoo.
My tattoo?
Certainly, if you could just peel it off, I'll take that and the hair.
You know what? We could give this to you. We could give you one that looks just like it.
No, don't want that. I want his tattoo.
Tell you what, how about if we made that a little more interesting and played a game for the tattoo? Included in the deal.
It's not interesting enough.
A game, you say? Go ahead and make a barter roll, Drew, to see if you can get him out of just purely business mode here. He seems it's more like he's just into his game. Seems to be the sale. Well, I'll give him a willpower since you only missed it by 1. You see, he seems pretty adamant about not, but say we were to play a game, how would you make it interesting there, Tony?
Well, all we want is the anti-venom, but I can have my tattoo if you beat me in dice.
Well, pardon here. So the anti-venom, yes, I'm willing to trade for that blonde hair of his and your tattoo. Your counter offer is to not do that deal and just roll for it.
Well, you can keep his hair too, but and I suppose I could let you go with these, special dice of mine.
My hair
These are very
wait,
by the way.
great sentimental value to me.
This game of chance, the sentimental value is hilarious. The game of chance is good for you because you would get the hair and his tattoo, and we would get nothing if you win. You would get the hair, and we would get the anti-venom if he wins.
Yeah, that was the idea.
You see? You can walk away here without losing your anti-venom at all. Or actually, I hear those dice have a ton of sentimental value to Tony.
There's extremely sentimental value to me.
All right. But we're using my dice.
Not the fuzzy die?
It's not that I don't trust you, chap. It's just that I don't trust you.
All right, let's do it. I got no problem with that.
All right, so he is putting... So, with anti-venom on the table, if he wins, he just gets the blonde hair, goes home.
And we get the anti-venom.
No. If he wins, if
he's... Then it's...
And he gets the blonde hair and my tattoo,
You're
and he goes
only
home.
Losing the blonde hair. I see what you mean.
Yeah,
okay.
And then if we win against him, we get the anti-venom for the blonde hair.
Okay. This is a straight-up gamble roll. No bonus.
Okay.
As he's using plain old dice.
I'm going to really, before we do that, I'm just going to, I assume he pulls out the dice.
He sure does.
I'm going to, just give a quick look over and see if I can tell with my deep insight into loaded dice if those are also loaded.
100%. Go ahead and roll perception.
Oh, probably not.
He carved out a monkey bone.
Cool. All right.
I'm impressed enough that you saw that.
Yeah, but it's not monkey bone at all. It's like an elephant.
Yeah.
It's huge.
I probably just completely missed that I thought they were cards.
All right, so this is just a straight up gamble roll with your tattoo on the line.
Yep. Oh God. I'm gonna fate point that. Nope.
Okay.
Wait, are you wanting to roll high or low?
He wants to beat his gamble.
He wants
to beat my gamble
skill.
Oh, this is just an actual skill. Okay.
Holy shit.
Bro,
Okay.
bro.
One more fate point.
Okay.
3 straight 90s. Come on.
Well,
I
You're
think
still
I've got
losing
So
that.
failure by 1.1. We'll see if that still beats his gamble.
it's not failure by
okay, probably
5.5 or higher.
No way.
Oh my God.
Get crushed.
Tattoo.
Oh, So
My only
close, my
distinguishing trait
friend.
is gone.
But them's the dice, I'm afraid.
How will, how will we know who
I'll
Tony
go
is?
on ahead, and good thing for you, my friend, I'd never go anywhere without my Jumanji shaving kit. He produces just like some barber like cream and lather, and he starts preparing it like very quick, like Barber of Seville, Bugs Bunny style. Like he just like very swiftly shaves you bald, Dante.
Me beautiful hair. My
Bro, I
beautiful
thought he
like,
was
arm.
gonna do that
bags
to
it
your
up.
tattoo. I
Just
thought he
like-
was like barbering your tattoo. I was
That's
so
what I thought
confused.
first.
And then as soon
ready
as he's
for a
finished with that,
shave of the
Rape it off.
tattoo.
he goes. Then, as soon as he's done with that, with the same straight razor that he wipes off, and says, "Very well, then, and now for your tattoo there. Trust me,
Is it-
you won't feel a thing."
I'm gonna, be backing up here, but
You might want to hold him steady. Would hate to miss.
Yeah, I mean, I grab onto his left shoulder and leave his correct arm exposed.
Oh, you're holding them down. I don't know what I'm doing.
Wow.
I'm
Man.
holding-
So where?
Hey,
Where?
what are you doing,
so
man?
first off, describe this tattoo. What is it, and where is it?
it is well, apparently it's all over my fucking body, but no,
It's
it's
like the
a
Ace of
pair
Spades,
of-
right?
yeah, pair of aces just on my right arm.
Pair of
With
aces
a
on the right
nail
arm.
hole
Very-
through it at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, there is no nail. Oh yeah, there is a nail hole through it.
Oh,
I don't know if I
right.
ever
Oh,
removed
that's
the
right.
nail.
Yeah, you got shot with a nail gun on the way out.
Yeah. Good catch. I forgot about that.
Yep. So yeah, straight up. You ever play Mario Party? There's a game where you gotta like cut along the lines. Anyway,
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
or like in grade school when you had to like cut something out, right? I mean, it is a precise cut. Like he doesn't like just take a strip or like a square or a circle out of you. It is a precise cut of the tattoo, and it happens. It's fast. It's like just as soon
Okay.
as it starts hurting, he's peeled it off of you.
Well, I got to give it to you, man. That was actually pretty surgical. But
You
what the
might
fuck,
want to
Can?
get something on that chap. The smell of blood, they'll drive the Jumanji mosquitoes crazy. And I believe this is for you. And he will fold the antivenom into your hand.
Yeah, we lost, but all right, I'll take it.
Like we've just lost the game, you mean?
No, I mean, yeah, I'll take
gone.
the
My
antivenom.
tattoo's gone. My friends can't tell who I am anymore. It's all over.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna go to the supplies and get our basic idea of bandages out because this is wild.
Business is
Cut out
calling,
his arm.
everybody. So if you've got any last-minute deals, now would be the time to do it. Commerce waits for no man.
Yeah, I got a deal for you.
Hope it's better than
Obviously-
the last one.
Look, we don't have a lot to trade, but
Not a good start.
yeah, well that was why the last one sucked. Your network, albeit whatever it is quick to learn things. Very quick.
Oh, yes, sirree, Bob.
So, my deal for you is tell me something that you want us to go get for you. And the next time your network comes through with a little piece of information, you're here waiting for us with it.
I see. Trade in advance, then, eh? Some
Yeah.
rare good I'm looking for in exchange for some future information. Why, I think we can come to an arrangement like that. Well, it just so happens, old chap, that I am in the market for something interesting not the average Jumanji goer might be able to grab. You ever come across some jaguar pelts? I would have something dear for you.
All right. Good to know. Have you ever, just a side note, I don't necessarily have any of them to trade, but have you ever had a rumble shake?
Sorry, my friend, that information's not free.
Oh. No, I just want to know if you'd ever had one. My friend Gort
My
here
lips
has...
are sealed. If you find a Jumanji Jaguar pelt, we can do business.
Okay. I'm immediately looking to Gort like, you're
And Gort-
absolutely onto something.
And Gort like just taps his head like, yeah, I fucking knew it.
Thought it was a joke the whole time. Something. He's onto something.
As Slick is leaving, he says, and by the by, old chap, there's more places to find the Jaguar pelt than on the Jaguar. So long, Toodles, and this won't be the last time you see Joseph P. Slick.
All right, that's two of them down.
Can you say your name one more time? I missed it.
And before you know it, he is out into
Oh.
the leaves, and he is gone.
It's a good call though.
God, I can't believe that piece of shit took my tattoo.
I
didn't know you could even do that.
did.
Yeah.
I know what I saw last night was wild, but that might have been wilder.
No.
At least he gave me the
No.
anti-venom anyway.
Bro, Dante had his arm ripped off, bro.
I,
Yeah, that was definitely
and
worth.
then he just stood back up and walked around. Yeah. But this dude just had his tattoo cut out. Like it's just gone. Like
Yeah. It's been a wild 2 days. how you feeling, Tony? Does it hurt?
Yeah, it's pretty raw, man.
yeah,
You
by
know,
the way, by now I've wrapped
I
it up.
appreciate
in
you guys for wrapping it up
what
for
we
me,
have.
and at least he gave us the anti-venom, even though he said he wouldn't.
No, yeah,
you're right.
No, the deal that you guys have had, staked on before was that there was a chance to get both the hair and the tattoo. And if he lost, it would just be the hair.
Yeah,
That
but
doesn't. Yeah, no,
he
no,
was-
no. It was
you know what?
the
Arm,
other
you're
way.
right.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry, I thought that's what we were getting to there.
No, it's cool.
I might have
If
misunderstood.
he won,
I was
he was
just
just supposed
gambling
to get
lose my
everything.
tattoo.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was the trade-off for like agreeing to the bet in the first place.
Yeah.
That it might not cost the tattoo, but instead, if we lost, we'd lose both things and not get the anti-poison.
Well, thank goodness for miscommunication.
Yeah, some.
Okay, but so
Bad
we're not
programming on
retconning
these
that,
NPCs.
right?
Oh, you've got the antidote,
Nice. Okay.
All right.
and he's got your hair and your tattoo, which was the original trade in the first fucking
Not a
place.
bad trade, I guess. Yeah.
And you got a free game out of it.
Yeah. Really got to get better at at dice.
Why did you text that?
What is the yeah?
Just for next time, I assume.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Okay.
Especially with Pinner.
Gotcha.
We have.
Yeah, so
And-
you've retrieved both a roulette wheel and fuzzy dice, furniture for your new home, future home, as well as valuable information, saving you a trip to parts unknown. That the spider you're looking for is somewhere in the bamboo forest south of the ziggurat and west of Maneater Cove. Maneater Grove, sorry. We have a grove and a cove on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's 9:00. How we feeling, y'all?
Yeah.
I am feeling like I have to wake up pretty early tomorrow to walk to work, and I think that's a pretty good ending point for this session, honestly.
Probably.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Good game. Absolutely insane.
Yes. Dante, sorry about you dying, brother. That was
It
crazy.
gives me a
Yeah.
free pass to be even crazier.
Yeah.
We're throwing
How many
caution
fate
to the
points do you
wind,
have now?
2.
Lost your arm and your hair.
Yeah. So now Dante's just gonna be throwing his life around like crazy.
He's gonna look so different too in all the pictures.
Yeah, maybe one of these days he'll be white somehow.
Hmm.
Lose all of his
Give-
defining characteristics.
Give me your pigment.
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
short white guy with brown eyes and no hair.
Yeah. Lord's gonna be pretty fucking confused when he sees you next time.
I hope I did a good job simulating the Lip Lord
You did.
experience.
You definitely did.
It was perfect.
Yeah, you got him down.
He's hilarious.
Going up.
Oh shit.
No,
All right.
but
Thanks
a lot
again.
of laughs, a lot of smiles. Always lightning in a bottle, this crowd. So thank you all for being here. Can't do it without you guys, and always just love catching up with you and hearing your voices.
Even
For
though
sure.
you dream of the day that you can do it without us.
Yeah, you practically did Pinner without him. You just have to do
Yeah,
all 5 of
Pretty
us.
soon. Pretty soon you'll have your
Yeah.
own game. Yeah.
I mean, he
Yeah, I've
talks
been-
about it every time I hang out with him. One of
It
these
is true.
days, AI will just be my campaign.
It'll be pretty cool.
Not if these pictures have anything to say about it. I think we're a little
It'd
ways off.
definitely be a wild, wild experience if you played by the pictures.
Okay, Mason, you want to give a shout out before I go?
Oh yeah, actually, big shout outs to my boy. Shoot, what's his name? What's his name? One sec, while I look up his
Huge
name.
shout out.
Dude,
man.
you
Dude, I
guys are
love this
super
guy.
close.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
big shout outs to Dewey Devlin. Huge Dewey
man.
Devlin fan. Big
Yeah,
small
but-
time creator that I really think needs to get that rise. So big ups to him. Hopefully he
No,
comes through
dude.
for me.
It's got nothing on McDump.
Yeah, you're right.
I've
Sorry.
created my own rivalry between me and myself.
I can't believe I forgot Dewey Devlin. That was tough. I was-
It's
dude.
a Yu-Gi-Oh duelist name, man. It really is.
That's what I was going for, obviously.
DP Drake.
Dewey Devlin.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're on it.
That's great. Well, fantastic, everybody. How are we looking for next week?
What's
I should
next
be in.
week?
I should be alright. Hey, Arm, I need to understand more about armor before you dip.
Sure.
I have 3 on my body. What does that do?
So, whenever you take damage to the body, you'll subtract 3 from the armor, and then whatever your toughness is.
Okay,
so
so
it adds on to the damage reduction.
so when you start doing damage to me, I should be like, "Yo, is that my arm or what?" And you'll tell me.
Whenever I'm doing damage, you should always remind me if I'm not already doing it to roll for what body part is getting hit.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
All right.
Right
I will
on.
see you guys
Yep.
next week.
Yeah,
Yep,
next
sounds
week.
good.
I'll have a good one.
Alright,
See y'all.
later, guys.
Peace.
Peace.